Hi everybody, I got a cool project today. It's a set of 6 slip seats that came to me, and the client, only 2 of them were in good shape and could be replaced as the wood. And so I had to build 4 more. I just want to show you this one too. These are the ones that I can reuse. So I cut these out with a jigsaw or a handheld saw that you guys would find in most hardware stores. And I just copied this, and I made a good cut here, and there's 4 of them. And the first tip I'm going to give you on these slip seats is leave the bottom edge sharp and do a little beveling up at the top edge. That's where you're going to put your padding. Okay, so that's just to take a little bit of the pressure off the fabric that you're going to be pulling around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these. I always love marking the, even though it looks obvious sometimes, mark the fronts. I'm going to turn it over and mark the bottom, which tells me, right, I'm going to mark front on the bottom. Okay, the bevel's up at the top. That's 1. Mark the bottom with an F. Bevel at the top. That's 2. 3. And 4. So for you guys who are, have a career in upholstery, you would be talking to your client about costs associated with this. So we're trying to save our client as much money as possible. So that's why we're keeping the 2. You might be wondering, why didn't you just do 4? Well, the other 2 are in good shape. So this was a consultation. So we did the 4. And the other thing I advised, because I advised her to keep all the padding. She's got a pretty decent padding here. So we're saving money there. I mean, it was an additional cost for the 4 wood slip seats, but I'm always trying to save money, and if you're a homeowner, obviously you're trying to save money too. I know a lot of people out there might have slip seats that are falling, the wood's falling apart on them because they used plywood years ago too, and the glue's letting loose, and you're going to have to replace it. Now, don't get this confused with I'm just going to draw a framed slip seat, okay, where the webbing has come undone. I've shown you other YouTube videos where you can repair that quite easily. So most slip seats are framed like this, and there's webbing, right, and interlaced. You've seen in other YouTube videos how to repair that from the bottom and how to repair that from the top. So don't feel like, usually the frames are in good shape, and I'll tell you why the frames are in good shape, because all the pressure went through this way and the frames were left pretty much undamaged, so don't get it confused with that. But these definitely, the 4 that were on here, were definitely in need of replacement. So I just want to show you now that you have the 4 pieces, you have all the filling, I just want to show you now, when you put this on. I'm not going to do any actual upholstery on this, I just want to show you this. You can see the old staple holes, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna staple that down. Okay, and when you do this, make sure that you're near, just a little over the edge, when you staple it, right? Just like that. And then we have the filling, which saves the customer a little money too. But I want to show you when you put your filling on top. Oftentimes an old filling would have stretched as this is. So when you trim this is really important. When you trim it, you want to make sure that you trim it so that it's over the edge. Watch. You're trimming and you're feathering around to the bottom edge. See that? Now, why do you keep the bottom edge unbeveled? Is because I wish you guys could feel this, but this is a nice with the feathered portion over, and not too much bulk coming around. When you have bulk coming around, that translates into pull marks that you can never get out. So that's the trick right there. That's a good thing. So the beveling on top, the feathering of the, to make sure that you put your padding just a little bit over the edge, the top edge, and then the feathering of your cotton, or in this case it's Dacron, around to the bottom, just like that. Now, I'm going to look at this. I may or may not add some cotton to this, my own fresh cotton. I like to freshen it up a little bit, which I didn't tell the client, but that's just kind of a no-brainer, so we could do that. I just want to, the last thing is show you, if for you guys have never seen a video of mine, how to measure for fabric, okay? And if you guys want, I have on the Upholstery Channel, Broadway Upholstery Channel, we have videos on slip seats, so you can go there and see how we upholster them. But I just wanted to let you know, when you measure for the fabric, you want to measure to where it's going to be tacked, there, and where it's going to be tacked back here, which is about 1 inch around the bottom, and then you add 3 inches. That's really important. So 3 inches oversized, so that's 1.5 inches. So I measured 21. Plus 3 is 24 side to side. Make sure that when you do your side to side measurements that you go from the furthest point, which is near the front, because this tape is back. So the reason that's important is because you want 1.5 inches seems to be a really good amount that you can stretch with. So both sides you can stretch with that. So last thing, I just want to show you what the fabric is on this. This is a beautiful, I love this geometric fabric. It's gonna, let's just drape it over the seat. Look at that, huh? That's great. So that's it. I'll see you next time.